It's my birthday today. Well, not today. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve because, well, I've got nothing better to do. Is that what you're supposed to say as a content creator? My name is Ascendant Nomad. Some of you have seen my face before. A lot of you probably haven't, and that's okay. You're seeing it now. I'm 29 today. I thought I would make this video as sort of like an excuse to make a community update, to inform you about some developments that have happened with this channel in the last month or so, and, you know, just to get back into the swing of things of being more regularly communicative with you, because, well, the last time I did one of these was like a couple of years ago. If you are an OG and you remember those, you remember that was very long on promises and very short on action. That's actually the reason why we stopped doing that. It's been a pretty amazing 2020, if I'm going to be honest. We started 2020 with, I think, around 15 or 16,000 subscribers, and we gained 30,000 subscribers in 1 year. Right now, I can tell from my YouTube analytics at 45,103 subscribers, and I hope that number becomes a very laughable number in the future. So, what to cover, what to talk about? There's a lot on my mind. I think you've all noticed that the content has been flowing a lot more regularly than in months or years past. That's down to two particular reasons. The first reason is that my current line of work, or my previous line of work, I should say now, circumstances changed as a result of the pandemic. So I've since the end of November, just before Beyond Light, I found myself with a lot of free time, and I decided to, for a little while, put my all into this. So I am technically full-time, but I'm not announcing it and celebrating it as such, because it's still, like, there's a lot of question marks. It's a huge unknown, huge question mark on everything. But I am taking it seriously, and it's scary to me, and it's very, very frightening to try and make money as a content creator, just because you just don't know. You can't predict anything. It's not guaranteed. It's not a salary. But at the same time, it scares me enough to want to do it. It's the good kind of scared that gets me motivated, that wants me to pursue it. And I've wanted to pursue this for a very, very long time. The second part of that equation about having more content appear regularly on this channel is because, well, I've got a manager now. It's not a talent agency or anything like that. It's just my good friend Eddie, my best friend Eddie. Eddie came to me, well, I've known Eddie for a few years now, and Eddie came to me, I don't know, a year ago saying, what can I do to help you out? What can I do to help you make more stuff? And I said, well, in typical YouTuber fashion, I said, well, you could be my editor. When I started training Eddie and we started having that conversation about like training him to edit like Nomad, the more I realized, well, no, I really like video editing. I mean, I'm trained as a video editor for film and television, and that's one of the things I don't really care to give up, because I so enjoy it. I love doing it. I love finding new things, new techniques, new ways to innovate in that space. And for me, fundamentally, that's where storytelling really begins, is in the edit room. And I don't like losing control over that, because it's just my baby. And secondly, in terms of the quality of the content, in terms of the uniqueness that I bring to the YouTube space, I think that's where it happens, is in the edit room. More so than in the writing room, if I'm completely honest. Instead, I asked him, why don't you work above me and strategize for me, so that I always have something to put out every week? And that's what he's done. And he's come in and he's taken like the 20 or 30 ideas that I've had, and he's structured them, and he's put out a schedule, and he's told me, you're making this now, you're making this now, you're making this now. Let's monitor the chatter, let's look at what the community is talking about, and let's make a video on this. And it's just taken away a lot of the stress that comes with coming with, not with coming up with ideas, but knowing which ideas to put out at what time. And of course, we're going to get it wrong. And in November, we got it very wrong. That was the first time I could make content for Beyond Light or for an expansion. And we tried that, but then we didn't really make Nomad content as a result, you know? So the views suffered and the engagement, the growth suffered, but then we got back on form with Most Dangerous Guardian and Crucible PvP rework video, and people loved that and responded to that, and those did huge bits. We had our best month of 2020 in December as a result of that, and that is entirely down to Eddie and his rather genius strategical play for this side. So I'm really excited to have Eddie on board. I'm really excited to work with him, to keep bringing you more fantastic content. But look, like I said, we had a great month in December. We're not taking anything for granted. I want to do this full time. I really want to make this a job, but we are so far away from that point that we can't even like seriously say anything about being full time officially. That being said, 2020 was also a year where a lot of fortune came across my way, and there's two people in particular I really want to thank. The first one is Drewski. I understand that you're going through a little bit of a tough time when it comes to content creation, and as a long-time fan, I just want to say that we're here for you, and we're always going to support what you're going to do. Having now gone through the ringer of trying to make content that goes against the grain of what the hive mind is thinking and feeling, I understand why you felt what you felt in response to that Shattered Eye video. But listen, please come back soon. Don't let this get you down. We love your content. We're not going anywhere. We have faith in you. We love you. Give us some more cones, please. We're dying out here. We're going into 2021, and I haven't made a single cone reference in 3 weeks. I'm going mental here. And also for Drew, I have a lot to thank you for your inspiration, for believing in me and my content, but also for putting me in Encore and trusting me to lead it. So thank you. And the second person I want to thank is Cami Cakes, for again reaching out, for believing in me, and for helping really catapult this channel into the limelight in 2020 by just that one trials card, that one video. It definitely put this channel on the map. And without you and without your generosity with your time and definitely just like playing with you on and off over the last few months, it's been a pleasure to learn from you. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and to pick your brain on a wide variety of things. So thank you. There's also a wide variety of people that I want to thank as well for kicking my ass, for inspiring me, for giving me more juice to keep going. The first person I want to thank is Patty Cakes. Like, what Patty has done in the span of a year is nothing short of remarkable. It reminds me a lot of Peter McKinnon. You know, Destiny is a much smaller niche than, say, camera tricks and cinematography. Patty's rise to basically, like, I think it was less than 10,000 to 60,000 in the span of a year, making the kind of content that he has, never really compromising on quality, always doing what he believes is best, and always staying true to himself. He's been a great source of inspiration for me, and for my process as well, because too often I would get hung up on the little things, too focused on perfectionism, and I think Patty just showed me or reminded me that it's okay to have an off day, it's okay to not have it perfect. The most important thing is if the idea is good, you just get it out there. Thank you, Patty. I also want to thank Godin Gaming, although don't ever go to a stream and call him God in Gaming, for the continual words of inspiration, for the continual words of approval, for believing in me, and again, for launching your own YouTube channel with Crucible tips that, honestly guys, if you don't know who Godin Gaming is, you need to check him out in the description below, because his stuff is unironically better than mine at this point. Like, it is so high quality, so top notch, that I don't know what to say. Just go watch his stuff. And then to pretty much everybody in the Discord server, the tribe, our tribe, you know, I wouldn't have the audience or the growth or the ego that I do without all of you. And I know there's like, I slap you guys around and I don't perhaps say it enough, but every single one of you is the reason I keep doing this. The fact that nearly 3,000 of you are in a Discord server dedicated to me and our mission to help people improve at the Crucible is nuts. It's wild to me. It's bonkers. And I have a lot to thank to you for that. And I just hope that your faith in me is not misplaced, that I do continue to perform and do continue to justify what it is that you see in me, and why you stick around for so long. Thank you guys. Every single one of you. I don't know what the plan is specifically for the next year. I just know that I want to keep doing what I do today. And I want to do it bigger and better, and I want to do it in a way that keeps us growing and keeps us pushing on towards some magical metric in the future where I can then just turn around and say to myself, to my family, to my manager, to my community, to you, we're full-time YouTubers. That's the plan, I guess, or that's the goal. I don't know what the plan is. We'll figure out the plan as we go along. But that's the main update, is that we're here, we've established ourselves, and now we're going to push forward. And I hope that you'll stay along for the ride. That's about it. Happy New Year. I'm Ascendant Nomad, and I'm your Crucible Doctor. See you soon. Cheers.